So about 2 nights ago, I was driving down the road in my car, and I was asking myself about the core realization that I learned and I'm uncovering to you in this video. And I was just thinking, like, this is going to change my life forever. But I'm going to have to drop all of my current desires to do it. And it really changed my life. So maybe you've heard this before, that delayed gratification in the extreme equates to no gratification at all. Maybe somebody's told you that, maybe you saw it on a podcast, whatever. And so immediately, like, the idea behind that is, okay, if you delay it too much, you'll never get to it. That makes sense. But then at the same point, it's like, any guy in self-improvement will tell you, okay, but delaying gratification is kind of a way to gratify yourself in and of itself. It's the benefits of doing the delayed gratification is just building the life that you have, with the physique, with the business, with the children, and what the wife, and all of this stuff. It's kind of its own form of result and gratification. So most people in self-improvement will just tell you that's completely wrong. But the more I was thinking about it, the more I think I disagree with that. Because I was reading this book, here, I have it right here, Die with Zero by Bill Perkins, and it's an okay book, but they have a really good practice inside of the book that talks about doing what's called time buckets. I have the practice on the whiteboard behind me. I was thinking about bringing it up here and showing you, but I think I'll just put it on screen. So essentially, time buckets are like different sections of your life. They're meant for different things, right? So from age 17 to 20, it might be fitness. From age 20 to 25, it might be business, And so the idea of time buckets is you're taking all the experiences you want in your life, and you're making sure that you can fit them all in at the optimal point in time for you to do that, right? And so the old kind of dream life that people would say online is like, okay, you achieve financial freedom, you work really, really hard, you get the 20K to 50K a month, whatever, so you can afford, the nice family compound, all this stuff, this dream life you want to build of luxury, and you can go on vacations with the kids and all this. And they tell you, like, okay, financial freedom, okay, and then you can do the other stuff. I think this is a mistake, because what if you're on monk mode and it takes you too long? Like what if you're unlucky? What if you're unlucky and it takes you 10 years and you still haven't made that much money? What if when you're 17, you're doing it young, the young entrepreneur, and you still haven't made money after 10 years? Because you see these guys online that have made it in like 3 or 4 years, but the truth is, they're the lucky ones. You're really seeing the most lucky of the guys. It's gonna take you, if you're very hardworking like I am, maybe 5 or 6 years. What if you're unlucky? What would you do then? Are you really gonna leave it all up to chance? And so maybe a more powerful way to do it is to, instead of thinking like, okay, I'm gonna go for the financial freedom first and take up this whole time bucket of my 20s, and then I'm gonna live my life. How about we live with a more powerful mindset of, let's do the experiences first. Maybe I want to climb Mount Everest before I die. Okay, I want to go on a 30-day hiking and camping trip where I only hike, just roughing it, essentially. I want to survive on an island for 30 days. I want to do all these things. And if you delay that too much to the extreme of where you're working on this business and you're in monk mode and you're inside and you're working all day on your YouTube channel, you might be 35 before you get the chance to do any of this stuff. You might be 30, before you realize, oh, I'm never going to get the chance to do this. Maybe a lot of us guys want to have kids when we're 30 or even earlier, mid-20s, late 20s. And so to think okay, I'm going to make the money, but then I'll be in my late 20s already, and I kind of want to have kids before I'm like 40, so I can't do the experiences then. But then once I have the kids, I won't be able to do them. And so maybe a more powerful way to do it is to get the experiences first, and then not only are you a better employee, businessman, whatever way you're trying to make money, you have a better character, better values, you have more experiences, more stories to share, especially on a place like YouTube. That's going to make a lot more money, a lot faster. And so not only will, instead of it taking you 10 years, will take you 5 years, you'll do it a lot faster. So we want to focus on fitness first. Instead of going down this route of focusing on getting the money, chasing the money for 10 years, maybe we focus on fitness and the experiences before anything else. And so let's use that mindset. But then there's that main thing, like, okay, well, easy for you to say, bro, like, I don't have the money. And so how do you, like, I'm broke, essentially. And so I think maybe a better mentality about this would be to get the dream life, in a sense. Instead of focusing on the money first, we focus on getting maybe 1 or 2K per month through a business that's purposeful, that we enjoy doing. So we spend maybe 1 or 2 years getting 1 or 2K a month, maybe 3K. And then we cap it. We don't focus on essentialism and just stay inside all day and work, but we go out and we get experiences. And especially if you're a YouTuber, right? And kind of like me, let's say I'm sat down right now recording a video, but I don't have many life experiences. And so when somebody else watches this video, if I'm like talking like an alpha male and stuff, it's clear I don't know what I'm talking about. And so it reeks like lack of wisdom and lack of knowledge, and people don't really respect you as much if you don't have that experience. A lot of these famous guys, they got the experiences first and then they made the money. So we do this new path. We make 1K, 2K, 3K a month passively. Not passively, like semi-passively. So you work really hard for it. Essentialism, 12-hour days, whatever it takes you to get that money. You do it purposefully for a couple years, and then you cap it. You set a date, like, okay, 1.5 years from now, I'm going on this trip. I don't care. Like, I'm planning out this trip that I'm going on for 30 days. I'm going hiking. And then you start just racking in the experiences instead of trying to become financially free. You know, get the experiences, and then if it's a YouTube channel, talk about those. If it's a business, even talk about those. Like, you'll have so much more stories and experiences and knowledge, and I think this is a way more powerful mindset. And so you won't find yourself 30 years old looking back and thinking, like, having all these regrets, like, I wanted to do this, but now I have kids, and so, you know, yeah, can't go out for 30 days like I really wanted to. And this is a far more powerful mindset. I think we should live our lives this way instead of chasing the 10K per month, the financial freedom that we're looking for. Make a couple thousand per month, semi-passively. If it's a YouTube channel, it's very easy to do this, right? You make 1K, 2K per month, essentialism, for a year and a half. And then you stop. You maybe pre-record 2 videos, and then you go on vacation for 30 days. Doing some fitness challenge, you know. You start going to the gym a lot more. Like, I go to the gym for 60 minutes every single time. When I was doing essentialism, I was doing like 10 minutes a day. And that was really sad. I didn't like doing that. I think I'll make a video on doing YouTube purposefully. But you really do have to keep in mind, like, your goal is to live the best life. It's not to get the financial freedom or whatever. The end goal is to live the best life. So we want the experiences in there too. We don't want to be 30 years old. You know, now we finally gotten financial freedom, but if we don't have kids before 40, it's, you know, it's not best for the genetics or whatever, and so you're stuck in a knot where you have all these regrets and things you didn't go for earlier in life. I hope this mindset helped you. I think like implementing this has really helped me a lot. Because odds are when you're 45 years old, you're not gonna want to go, you know, train a martial art and get beaten by some 26-year-old kid. So yeah, I think this is a very, like a big, more powerful mindset, kind of like life, dream life that I think living would be. And it's, I mean, I can just already imagine myself. You could close your eyes right now and just imagine yourself like you're 27, maybe 25. You're on a date with this girl and you're like telling her of all these like crazy things you've already done. You're only 25 and you've climbed Mount Everest and you've gone on these crazy expeditions. And then imagine the other version of yourself, and you know, you're 25, but oh, I make $20K per month and I'm financially free. Like, really, bro. I don't know. I think that other way is a lot more powerful, and you'll get a lot more fulfillment and joy out of life. So I'll make a video on doing it purposefully, doing YouTube purposefully. That'll probably be my next video. Would I recommend this book? Probably not. The most important things are the ones I covered in this video. But yeah, I hope this was valuable to you, bro. And I have a 20-minute free productivity coaching that I give out completely for free. Link in the description. If you want help, if you're growing a YouTube channel right now, or you just need help with business, you want to get these experiences faster, let's hop on a call. I can help you out. I'm not trying to sell anything, it's just completely free. So I will see you in the next one. Bye.